What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 5th episode of Noblesse. This one's titled A Friend's Hand / a Fight For, ... Not a fight for, but fight for. So I guess that's character motivation, what you fight for. I'm fighting for so-and-so. I think A Friend's Hand is going to relate to our two newest characters that we were introduced to and really started to develop through this, which is on DA5's side, and that is, let's see if I can find the names here, Tao and Takeo. Like, I don't know how intentional it was from our perspective, but I really feel like they've humanized them far more than any of the other members of DA5, the Union things. Like, they're clearly trying to pit Shark and Hammer against Tao and Takeo, with Krantz trying to keep it all running together. I think in the end he will favor whatever favors the Union. So like if Tao and Takeo, who I think will... I'm expecting them to maybe side with M21 here on what we just cliffhangered last time. Shark and Hammer they're loose cannons. Well, Shark is a loose cannon. And Hammer seems to be propping him up for now. We haven't really seen much of Hammer. We've really built up Shark as this, like, even amongst the villains, he's the villain in the villains, if you get what I mean. Like, Tao and Takeo feel like just normal people just trying to get on. Tao and Manabu had their scene together, which was very interesting. I didn't know what to think of that interaction. Am I meant to think positively on that? I think I'm meant to. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know whether I should be happy that they're getting along or if Tao's trying to use him in some way or whatever. And then we had Takeo have a decent interaction with Tashiro. I'm remembering his name now. And yeah, we're learning more about his sister and how his sister's being... His sister's basically is the blackmail to keep him here. Otherwise he probably wouldn't. So... Again, that gives him reason to not exactly agree with the Union on anything. Like, he's just here because he has to be for the safety of his sister, essentially. So, yeah, they really are pitting Takeo and Tao versus Shark and Hammer, and then M21 and Krantz are there, and we just kidnapped... Who did we just kidnap? It was Tashiro, Manabu, and... Was it Sarah as well? Was Sarah... No, Sarah wasn't there. It was just those two, wasn't it? Oh, Regis! Regis is there. Okay, yes. Yeah, Regis has also been kidnapped there. So... Yeah. Okay. Okay, so... In theory, if we're talking about who is capable fighters there, the Union will win, right? The Union would win in the current situation. I don't know if... Well, I think it was kind of implied that Frankenstein and Rai are going to be involved in this in a minute. Because up until this point, and I've said this on a previous episode as well, up until this point, Rai and Frankenstein, they've taken a real backseat in this. They're just letting things play out. They're keeping aware of what's going on, but they're just taking a backseat. They've done virtually nothing in all of this. Like, obviously they've done things, but not like in a flashy way, should we say. So... I'm wondering if this is building up to this climactic event where now Rai is going to suddenly show up, because his existence is part of the problem here. Thereafter, well, they're trying to find out what happened to the two agents that were trying to find his coffin, and ultimately him. So if he emerges and shows the Union, hey, that coffin you were looking for, yeah, the thing that was in it is now awake and is not going to be happy with you, and not work with you. It's like, that starts a whole nother chain of events going forward with the Union, and ultimately culminating in probably what this series will end in, which is the big Rai versus Union takedown fight, abolishing the Union and taking it down. That's how I imagine, like, the end of Noblesse might go. But I have no idea how close that... Oh no, it is finished, isn't it? It did finish last year, almost 2 years ago now. So I wonder how close I am, actually, to if that is anywhere near how they want to end the show. Please don't tell me, obviously, because this adaptation might go all the way to the end. You never know. Well, 12 years of content, maybe not. Anyway, I think I covered everything I needed to. Yeah, so we're now going to go into episode 5 here and get this up. And maybe this is going to be an action-packed one because, well, they've really let it off on a bit of a cliffhanger. This show always leaves it on cliffhangers, though, so I'm thinking maybe even this one might be. We'll see. But as per usual, these are timer-based format reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since that's who's licensed it here in the UK and US. We have the Crunchyroll Originals logo and then the Crunchyroll Webtoon Partnership thing as well. So roughly, what does that end up being? Like 8 seconds of logos, maybe? Yeah, about 8 seconds of logos. So I'll call them out as I go past. You'll see a screen flash on either my face or the mic to tell when scenes are transitioning as well. So, link for the intro over. Let's get into this week's episode in 3, 2, 1, play. Crunchyroll Originals. And then Crunchyroll Webtoon Production. Right, leading him back down to have the reveal again. Acting on his own. There they are. Yep. Into OP? Into OP, of course. Still haven't met you. Or you. I guess you're going to be in the second main arc of this series. That'll be after we deal with DA5, I guess. Alright. Your friend's hand / fight for. Who is this waking up? Is it Regis? Yep. Yep, bound. Interesting. Yeah. Now he's going to have the completely wrong idea about this. And that's not helping. But it's not because of him. That's what you need to learn. Oh, okay. Right, she appeared right at the end, didn't she, to say that something was off? Probably not going to be dead. But, you know. Sure. Didn't say anything? Didn't intervene? And suddenly they're... Yeah. Now Rai cares a bit more. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously. D is still not a great name. That is... okay. Are they going to assume that this is what came out of the coffin? Hmm. He's honest with that, to be fair. But would you let this happen? They've always been having a falling out. Oof. Oh boy, Tashra. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is the start of it. Yep. 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 And here's the divide, just growing bigger and bigger. Yep. It's not, though. Yep, you still can't quite. Oh? Sarah? Cool. Sarah and Ray, are they strong enough, I wonder? And of course they're following. Good. What was he getting? Oh boy. Sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not gonna convince him. Yeah. Here we go. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Can't always come down on the side of the Union. Sarah or Raya's about to bust in. Oh ho, here we go. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't think you will. Oh boy. Who's going to intervene with Shark then? Sarah? Okay. What was that laugh? I think she just walked in the front door as well. Oh, there we go. Proving his allegiance already. Nice. That isn't enough, though. Nice. Oh, come on. That's a waste of food. Jesus. Well, time to find the next way around. Oh. He actually dodged it and hit him. Very ineffective punch, but he actually managed it. Hmm. Yes, it was. Also convenient getting rid of one of the opposing factors here. Alright. They're not going to do that, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the point. And when are you going to act? Mm-hmm. The final words there, M24 can leave. Go on. Alright. Here we go. Nice. They'll forget eventually. Good line, but keep your eyes forward. Seriously, you're about to get stabbed. Alright. Now break time. Here we go. Is this going to be Ryan Frankenstein on the top? Yep. Judging by the fact it was just an explosion, yes. Oh. It just immediately into a fight, okay. Holy shit. No. What's inside the box? But the box is just handy as a sheath. There it is. Nice. Sarah just casually walking through. So how many of these are just hammer traps then? Oh, I'm about to go boom. Or just pull out a rocket launcher, that works too. Jesus Christ. Forget rocket launcher, that's probably a BFG. Yep. Oh boy. Here we go. Now he's no longer holding back. He's selfish for someone else. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh shit. Hello, Regis. And out he goes. What's Krantz gonna do in all this? He's just gonna sit back and watch? Or is he gonna intervene? And back to the top fight. Holy shit. Oh boy, here we go. They're all juicing up. Holy shit, that's a nice look. Mm-hmm. Good soundtrack, man. That's the drug use. Oof. Nice. Oh, effects wearing off already? He's just gotten that serious. Oh, come on, just blow his head off entirely. Oh, Krantz is not gonna let it happen. Oh, Krantz is popping a pill. Oh boy. Oh boy. The new boss has arrived. And we have not a great amount of time left. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh. But to enhance you? Oh, shit. Okay. I like that. Oh. I don't want to say that was a satisfying noise, because it really wasn't. But it was nice. I don't think even you, Regis, are going to be able to do this. Yeah. Look at that back, though. Jesus. So this is where Rai's about to pop in, isn't it? Right at the cliffhanger of this episode. I'm calling it. Maybe Sarah as well. I don't know what happened to her yet. Probably just took it. Yep, just took it. Oh. No, you can't. No, you can't. Rai just walks in. Yeah, he does. Oh boy. Just like he did last time, essentially, for M21. I wonder if how similar that is to the Awakening OVA. You know, going cliffhanger as well. Okay. So next episode, I hope Rai's about to go off. Because in theory, he should. But this was a good episode. Good action episode. And you can just see the split happening in DA5 as well, with Tao and Takeo just splitting off and having different views. And especially with the revelation that Krantz is just using them and the drug to enhance him, not for them. I didn't expect them to go that way with it. I expected Krantz to eventually side with them, as it were, for the sake of the Union. Didn't expect that little bit of a twist. So that was nicely done. Although, yeah, it was actually kind of subtle, because usually it's actually a very common trope, right? When you're getting, say you're one of these villains, you're getting absolutely pummeled, then your boss steps in and is like, alright, time for me to get serious, and then it's very much a trope for that person to go, yeah, you haven't seen nothing yet, look at what our boss can do, and then they get used in that way. It happens quite a lot in stories, but for some reason, didn't think of it in that instance. Okay, flying to the on our way. We're going back then. Why are we back here then? Oh, right, wait, he's fishing out. Really? Fuck you, show. Fuck you, show. That's okay. That's fun because that's another trope. That's another trope that they just made fun of. Like, how often will you often see your main protagonist reach for something that's not shown to us that is then used later on, but also it happens in dialogue all the time as well. When our main character is told something, you see the lips move, but you don't actually hear what was said. That's another common trope that then becomes relevant later on. And they've just said, oh yeah, remember that thing that we were going to build up and say, what did he pull out of his pocket? Oh yeah, he was just eating. Ah, boy. Although I wonder if that's now a double bluff, because what if he did go to pull something out after he ate? Or eating that was in some way helpful? I don't know. Like, whether there's a double bluff in there, I don't know. I love that. The show has a good sense of humor as well, and I quite like that. It's not like the obvious humor either. It's like breaking down some tropes and stuff is part of it. And then just having lighthearted moments and things like that. But yeah, that was good, man. That was a good episode. And like I said, you can see the fracture in DA5. And now Rye's about to go off. Rye is about to go off on Krantz. And we can finally see Rye properly in action, utilizing at least some of his power. We don't know how much of it he has to use to overcome Krantz. He's obviously going to overcome him. Question is, how easily will he be able to do it? Like, are we talking OPMC territory, or are we talking like a genuine fight? Because that would determine how it obviously goes. Enjoy this. I guess we'll also continue Frankenstein and Takeo's fight as well. Once we get back with the next episode, because they're still in the middle of their fight. I think Frankenstein will be able to win? Question mark? That one I have question marks on. I don't know if he will be able to. As servant to Rye, I feel like he should be able to. I don't know why. I have no real reason to base that on anything, but I get the feeling he'll just be able to hold on. Maybe just, or it will be a stalemate. That's how I see it. But if Rye wins, which is almost a given, Rye defeats Krantz, Shark's out of the picture, Hammer, well, we need to know what happened with Hammer and Sarah as well. We haven't really explored that. So that's another fight we've got. We've got 3 simultaneous fights going on right now. Frankenstein, Takeo, Sarah, Hammer, and now Rye versus Krantz as the main fight. So we've got all that to figure out. Then, presuming Krantz is defeated, Hammer is defeated, Takeo defeated, potentially. What's going to happen? Well, Tao, what's going to happen with Tao? What's he going to do? Like, he doesn't seem like the combative type. I don't know if he has any combat experience at all to speak of. I mean, he's part of this squad, but he is the intelligence guy, right? So, I don't know how combat capable he is. I don't know, I feel like they built up Takeo and Tao to be different from the rest of DA5, that it means something. Maybe that's just me reading too much into it, but I feel like they purposefully humanized them, especially in comparison to Shark. They bigged up Shark and how much of an arsehole he was. They really did, and seeing him be absorbed by Krantz was something else. And like I said, that splat of him against the wall, satisfying is not the right word, but it was impactful, I think is what I meant to say. Like, it worked really, really well with that sound effect. And again, it was a decent twist considering that it is a fairly common trope, but somehow it didn't seem like a common trope in the moment, which was nice. So yeah, I feel like this is now, with episode 6 here, is either this episode or the next episode is going to be the conclusion of this arc. It's what it feels like. Like, once we defeat DA5, that sounds like the end of an arc. Like, we introduce DA5 at the beginning, we get rid of them at the end of the arc, and then we're going to meet those 2 other nobles, because there's 2 other nobles in the OP we have not mentioned or met yet. Now, let me just go back to the OP real quick. I just want to look at them real quick. Because I don't think either of them has white hair. No, dark-haired lady, I think. White-haired old dude. Maybe part of the same family. Maybe in some way relation to Regis and Sarah. Maybe. That's a stretch, though, of course. Point of interest, though. I don't know if this is relevant. but of all the red-eyed characters, the nobles that we've seen, they've only ever had white or black hair. No other shade. Right? I'm not missing anyone, because Regis and Sarah both have white hair. Rai has black hair. The two in the OP have white hair and black hair, and with old dude having, like, mix as well, right? He's got the white and the black, and I think that's like Regis, right? Regis's hair is like that? I think he's a relation to Regis, possibly. Like, and what is Sarah's hair like? Does Sarah have the black tint? Where is she? Where was she in this episode? Trying to find her now. There she is. Let's go back a bit. No, she has no black tints at all in her hair. She's pure white hair. Then Rai is pure black hair. Regis is white hair with black accents, just like the older guy in the OP. So, potential relation there. I feel like that's a conscious design choice. Or there is meaning between white hair, black mix. I don't know. Maybe there is some significance there. It just seems... I don't know, it might just be a design choice, but don't let me know in the comments, just in case it's relevant to a storyline later. If you know it's not going to be relevant, maybe explain it. But you'd have to have read the entirety of the manhwa before you even have any, like, say in whether you get to decide whether it's not a spoiler or not. But I just feel like that's an observation I made that I don't know if it's relevant. It just seems too much of a coincidence that we have white and black, and then we also have a mix. Maybe it's something to do with power level. Maybe it's something to do with the age of them. No idea. I feel like it might be part of determining a faction with a noble. Maybe. But I guess we'll see if that ever becomes relevant. If it does, it'll be in the second arc when we start meeting these other nobles, probably. So, with that said, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments down below. Be careful of spoilers, of course, if you do want to answer my coloured hair question. Just in case there is something spoilerish about it, please be mindful. And anything else I've said, obviously be mindful of spoilers, but I'm really into this series. Way more than I thought it'd be. Like, I've said before, this is not the type of show that 2 years ago I would have even thought about watching. I've been like, no. Like, I was very judgmental back then on the visuals of the show and what it looked like by the poster and stuff. I was like, yeah, no, this does not look like something for me. But this is something for me. I very much enjoy this narrative. And the characters so far. The characters have been really nice. So leave your likes and comments. Best way to help engaging with me. Also, checking out my Discord. I don't plug it at the end of my videos too much anymore because I have the thing at the beginning that shows my Discord and my AniList, so I just let that run. But come join the Discord to discuss this show as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup on my channel, which you can subscribe to see in the future as well. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.